Wetlands in Michigan support a wide variety of life. Here we see mallard ducks, young ones, moving through the water and marshes in the local area. This is actually a retention pond located in a highly industrialized area. On the opposite side, we see sparse trees. At that area, there's a large parking lot that has taken the place of some wetlands that were in that area. The creatures that live there were forced out and need to take refuge in other locations that are similar to the places that they lived in their natural environment. This particular retention pond is very good because it contains some papyrus or Phrygia, but also still keeps a large collection of cattails here, which encourages red-winged blackbirds to nest here. The impact from the parking lot across the way, though, on the local wetlands is severe. Next to it, beyond these trees, is a state area which is not to be disturbed, and over there is a natural spring. Now, in the case of the parking lot, in order to keep it clear, they dug an extremely deep retention pond, much deeper than this. Now, this keeps extra water aside and lets the water stay here at the water level and drains out through a drain down to the river when necessary. Over there, because they dug it right next to a natural spring, they brought the water onto the property and then ended up building an extremely deep retention pond, and so the water is drained off at a high rate, higher than it normally would have been in a natural setting, or if the retention pond had been built in a reasonable and normal fashion as this one had been. There are a great deal of pressures on this community and on the wetland structure here. To our right that works with isocyanates, which are highly dangerous chemicals that, when mixed with water, create a hazardous, dangerous, and deadly breathing problem. And off to our left is another large industrial location. And here in the midst of it all, a retention pond. This area at one point where the cars are parked behind there, between this and the railroad, was three small ponds were here. So they've been incorporated into one, and the ducks have been doing well here. So have the red-winged blackbirds. We had a great deal of frogs and tadpoles in there, but this year we're not seeing any. Right, some bullfrogs, but populations that we've seen in the past 3 years just did not occur this year. Hopefully this is just a one-year difficulty.